Fernando Mendoza is ready to take over the NFL, but first we have to talk about Indiana going 15-0, 16-0, sweeping everybody and winning the Natty. Take a look at this play here by Fernando Mendoza. We're going to get this little RPO. We can hand the football off, or we can throw this slant. The only way we throw this slant is if they're giving us inside leverage with a DB. Two, if these linebackers end up biting down on the run fake, right? So essentially what's going to happen is we are going to act like we're going to hand this football off. We're reading this outside linebacker, and once we establish that he's biting down, we keep the football, we throw it over the middle, and we find our guy for a nice chunk of yards, right? Breaks the tackle, gets up the right side of the field. Big first time. You pick up like 26 yards on that play, right? But he continued to dominate throughout the rest of the game. We're going to break down the film. Let's go. Now, these little RPO systems tend to be very difficult as a quarterback. I mean, Auburn, for example, with Hugh Freeze, they just could not figure out and find a quarterback that can run the RPO system. Now, Fernando Mendoza is very different. This guy is instinctual. He's got great reaction time. So once again, we can hand this football up the middle, or we can run this quick little hitch route. If the DBs are in a backpedal, we're going to throw the ball. Okay, we're going to throw the ball. So what ends up happening here is we're going to get the little RPO. He's going to look over to his guy, and we're going to see out the corner of our eye, that DB to the top side is just in a backpedal. So throw the ball, boom, comes out, and now we have about 3 yards of separation for our guy to make a play after the catch, and he gets a 8-yard pickup. Now makes it 3rd and 1. Beautiful. Quite literally the same exact thing here. They're up 3-0 at this point. We're going to either hand this football up the middle in this 11 personnel, or we're going to run this quick little hitch route. If this guy's in a back pedal, throw the ball, right? This is why Fernando Mendoza is so damn good in this RPO system, because boom, his eyes get right to where they need to be. He's got the football out. If he doesn't like it, he just lets it go, lets the running back take it. But since this guy's in a back pedal, guess what we do? Boom, ball comes out early. Great job. Now, look at 1st and 10 turns into a 1st down. Easy. Take what the defense gives you. You're going to win a lot of games, and Indiana showcased that exactly to a T by going undefeated. Guys, Miami couldn't stop it. They didn't know what to do. They did not know what to do. Once again, we've got off coverage. This time they bite up. They're not giving you that 10 yards of off coverage anymore. They now turn it into 5. But at the same time, we can hand the football off, or if this guy's in a back pedal, a deep back pedal, by the way, we're going to be throwing this little out route to the 1st down marker, right? So let's see how this play turns out. Again, boom, eyes go right to where they need to be. Reading this matchup right here. As we see, look at how far stop it, and it looks like they get into the end zone for a touchdown that play. Again, I say this a lot on my channels. When quarterbacks figure out how to take advantage of what the defense gives them, it's over. It's over, right? A lot of quarterbacks like to take the risk, and the risk can lead to a big play, but it can also lead to an interception. But when you have a good balance of taking what they give you and then taking the shots in one-on-one situations down the field, you can manipulate and force a defense to change their game plan, right? And when you do that, it's over. You won. Now, he did step out of bounds, and they do actually run it in, but I'm just saying for future reference, right? Take what the defense gives you. It could turn into a touchdown. I mean, his foe's barely out of bounds. They run in for a touchdown here, but it's even still, great play. Now, really quickly, guys, do me a big-time favor if possible. Make sure you hit the like button if you want more of these videos. Obviously, I want to cover Indiana throughout the entirety of the offseason as well, and next year. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. That way, you guys are notified every time we post one of these videos. So much more going to be coming out. We'll probably do a part 2 of this video looking at more of the defense and maybe some of the run plays. I want to spend some time on this game because Indiana deserves a lot of media attention because they won the Natty, man. Indiana won the Natty. Unbelievable. But with that being said, let's break down the play here. So again, we see not specifically off coverage, but what we do see is we've got the number games here, the strength in numbers, okay? So what do I mean by that? If this guy bites down on the run fake, you now have 2 blockers out in front, and hopefully this little bubble screen has room to just go, right? This linebacker might not be quick enough. Now, let's see what they end up doing here. So again, we're going to get the little fake run. Boom. Now, because we had the strength in numbers, he doesn't even really read the linebacker. He just knows he's throwing the ball because there's only 2 DBs to the top side. Boom. So now we've got one-on-one blocking. We just need our guy to get up the field, right? And that is exactly what he does. I mean, great play call once again. And you're going to notice this game was a little bit different for Fernando Mendoza, right? It wasn't that spectacular down the field throwing the ball. Ball placement was perfect. It was just executing the game plan. And sometimes that as well, you know, is extremely important. And he did it to the T again. Underdog just dropped prediction markets, spreads, totals, team outcomes, and the best part, you can actually combine them with player picks for bigger multipliers. Sign up today using promo code COLLEGEDUBS and make a $5 fantasy entry to get $100 in fantasy bonus entries. Prediction markets are now live in 25 states, including Texas, California, Florida, and Underdog is available in 40 states with player picks and draft games, prediction markets, player picks, all on Underdog. Now, I will say, this throw right here was phenomenal. We are going to notice that they have no safety help over the top initially, right? You got this guy, but he's playing very tight to the line of scrimmage, which tells me he might just be in man-to-man right here. And if that's the case, they have one high safety cheating to the weak side of the field. The field side is completely one-on-one. That's what it looks like. Now, this guy could drop back. Could, right? But in actuality, what ends up happening is he goes to the middle. We get one-on-ones. That deep safety on the weak side rotates to the midfield close. And because we've got this one-on-one matchup right here, this guy's flat-footed. Fernando Mendoza realized that. Flat-footed, and he's tight to the player, right? Boom. So we let this thing loose. If our guy was able to see this ball, it would have been perfect, right? He led him to the inside. Now, I do think it should have been led to the outside just because away from the safety makes sense. But this is a catchable football. He just never sees it. Never saw it. That was a potential touchdown. Again, I will say he probably should have led him to the outside shoulder here. Like, the ball probably should have been over here. But still, it's a really good throw, in my opinion. Placement, not perfect, but still. So what do? 4th and 5, up by 3. Mendoza, Signetti, they don't care. They say, let's go for it. Now, what do we notice about this play, guys? To the field side, we got one-on-ones once again out of this 11 personnel. Now, you got 2 yes-no reads. You got this one right here, and you got this one right here. These are both what we call yes-no reads. Essentially, if you got a matchup you like, throw the ball. Unless this safety books it to a double team, you're throwing this football, okay? Or vice versa, if you love this matchup way more, if this was like your Randy Moss, right? And this guy rotates to the middle, you're throwing this football, okay? So that's a yes-no read. And essentially, he has one to the bottom side, and guess what? Looks left, scans right, throws the comeback route, or more of a back shoulder, I guess you could say. Look at the ball placement. I mean, guys, this is anticipation. This is understanding when your guy is going to turn around because, quite frankly, if you look at this ball comes out so early because, again, it's all anticipation. Ball is out. The dude doesn't even turn around until right now. The ball is already about to be there, right? Turns around, boom, quick adjustment, great catch. Gets the body in bounds. I think they called that a catch. I'm not too sure. It looks like they did. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, he's in. He's in. Wow, that was close. But, again, where's he at possession? Right there. He's good. Huge. Huge. What a throw. Now, we still have a good amount to break down, but I'm going to end the video here. Wait for part 2. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.